we can compete if we do better than this. Hello again, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is John. I'm a full-time eBay reseller based in Melbourne, Australia. Today I'm going to read to you a post from the eBay Sellers Australia group, which I recommend you guys join if you're in Australia, because lots of helpful content there. The Australian seller panel that directly communicates with eBay in Australia also is part of that group. I'm going to read to you a post from Anita, who liked my comment about making a video of this, so I'm assuming she's okay with it. Nah, you're cool, Anita. And it reads, a purchase from eBay finally arrived a month after estimated time of arrival. I'd opened a case as I knew it needed to go as a parcel, but seller kept refusing to add a tracking number. It was a bottle about 6 centimeters thick, but it was put into an envelope with 2 stamps on it. Angry face, angry face. No padding, and it had leaked. Sellers like this make me so cross that others are paying for their behavior. I went back and reported the seller and the listing. No wonder customers are so skeptical when messaging sellers if this is what they experience constantly. 70% of my buying experience on eBay has been horrible. Come on, sellers, we need to do better than this. Call others out on it when you see it. Lots of comments, lots of engagement on this post. And actually later on, Anita mentioned that the postage that was paid for was actually for a parcel, but then the seller just went, well, I guess I can send it as an envelope or try to, and I'll pocket the difference in the postage. All right, so the overarching theme of what caused frustration here was a seller not doing what they said they were going to do. They said they would ship it one way, and then they didn't ship it that way, but shipped it a different way. They didn't, but beyond that, they also didn't bother to actually know how to ship their item properly. Like, they thought they could get away with the thing that scrapes by, and in this instance, it didn't work. The third thing was that they didn't even bother to figure out who was buying the item. Like, the person, like Anita actually said, I want a tracking number, didn't upload it. Like this hide and duck, kind of behavior. All of that, right, made me go, what is my experience buying on eBay been like? And I would say probably not 70%, but a good 50-60% are pretty similar to this, where I will buy something and essentially go, for the most part, buy to resell. So like if I'm buying from a major retailer, I expect major retailer experience. So we're not comparing that, because if I can buy from a major retailer on eBay versus buying from them directly, that just cancels out, right? I'm talking about where you go to eBay just to buy from eBay because you have to get it from eBay. And those are the people that I think I compete with, especially with that use. Anyways, the point being is, when I assess my competition on eBay, it becomes very apparent that I'm competing with these guys. People who don't think about who they're selling to, people who don't understand how to sell an item or how to ship an item, people who think that they can get away with, not shipping the way they should. And it gives me great comfort, because when I think back to as a 5-year-old wanting to learn how to play soccer and going out to the field and seeing all these kids from the neighborhood playing and feeling like, I'm too small, maybe I shouldn't join in, or today, you know what, I think I could probably match up with a couple of people, so I'll go on. It's a very human thing. We do this assessment where we go, if there is hope that I can participate, then I'll figure out how to. But if there's no hope of me even playing, I'm not even going to bother thinking about it. So I think a lot of times when resellers come to eBay, they see the millions and millions of listings, they see what feels like the jungle of eBay, and they go, I don't know who I'm competing against, I don't know if I can even make a sale. And then when they try and they don't make a sale, it takes a while to make that first sale, second sale, third sale, it can be very easy to get discouraged. And this scenario, this buying experience that I have had as well, and you probably had as well, tells us all that when we step up to the field of eBay, we can compete if we do better than this, which is actually a lot of sellers. So a lot of these tiny sellers who sell a bit here and there, some sell a lot and they just, work the returns process and get a new account, new IP. Like, there are people who game the system to keep moving volume through eBay. But you know what? They don't get repeat buyers. You and I, as smaller sellers, if we do the things that we should do, ship it the way we say we're going to, ship it well, understand what we're actually selling, understand how to ship the things we're selling, just do all the things that you should do so that your buyer receives the experience that you want to receive. If you bought that same item, you are already better than these lousy sellers. And I think about what it would be like if it was a brick and mortar store, because I always like to compare, right, to the original business situation, the in-person buying process. Just doing what's expected of me doesn't help me to compete. In that situation, there are so many more things to focus on. There is the aesthetics, there is the my tone of voice, how am I dressed, there is the processes of my staff. There's so much more to consider to compete. But on eBay, just do those things, you're already ahead. Because the factors that influence your ability to sell on the platform are not that many. So yeah, when I saw this post, immediately I was like, you know what? A lot of resellers need to be reminded that do the right thing, you'll compete. Don't think that because your sales are slow that you're not competing. No, do the right things, have a long-term focus, and you will start to see you edge ahead of these guys. I hope that you see a reward for your efforts for doing the things you need to do and doing it right. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, click the subscribe button, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.